So one of your biggest enemies in rural Thailand, if you have a little farm, is going to be plastic. Plastic in the grass, plastic dropped on the floor. Now, bear in mind we are on a building site. It is a building site at the moment, so the builders will just generally kind of throw stuff on the floor. And I think, you know, back in the day, food and things used to be packaged in banana leaf here, and so when you finished eating like a takeaway or something, you would throw away the banana leaf on the floor and it would biodegrade. Of course, plastic doesn't biodegrade and you end up getting stuck with it. And what I found is, if you leave it too long, like on the land over this way where her mum lives and her sisters and brother lives, it slowly mounts up. And she's far too old now to be picking up all that plastic. I've done it quite a few times here for them. But it mounts up, and eventually you're living on a garbage heap. So I make it a daily routine for me and the kids and Otis to do a little sweep of plastic. Some of it's like little plastic toys. And so that's my job now. And what I'm going to be doing is bagging it all up and taking all these bags here, putting it all in the rubbish, and getting this place spick and span, as we used to say in the UK. Spick and span. I can tell you what, guys, it's waste disposal time, and you are not going to believe this place. I've been there once before. It's I will say, don't move to rural Thailand unless you're ready to get hands-on down in the dirty. Some things you have to organise yourself. I guarantee no vlogger has ever vlogged this place in rural Thailand. So you've got to be careful in Thailand when you put the bins out too, because the dogs, any street dogs, are going to try and get into the rubbish and get anything they can out. And they rip it to pieces that it's hard to dispose of. So we pay 15 baht a month for the rubbish collection. It comes once a week, so it's not expensive. But this time they missed it. They missed the collection, which is a bit disappointing because we had a lot to collect. And now we have to manage it ourselves. But that gives us the opportunity to show you this very special place. Maเลยเด็กๆมาช่วยเหรอจับนาได้ไหมเอ้ย And so this is Nick's husband. He is Nick is Damo's twin sister, identical twins, and this is Sammy cow.
From Bangkok.
So 15 baht a month to pick up your bins is not that bad. And if you look at the UK, what you're paying kind of council tax to have your bins collected, probably a lot more. I'm not sure. I know my dad pays quite a lot there in the UK. Definitely the streets aren't in great condition, but I think I would rather pay the 15 baht than the enormous council tax. A long time ago, before I came to the farm, they were burning the rubbish to get rid of it. So you in the neighbours and all around, they would burn the plastics, and so you got this toxic fumes coming in the air. But luckily now all the farm is connected and it can be picked up. Burning is a problem in Thailand, especially certain times of the year. Burning up in the north, burning of the fields to clear the fields, but also burning of rubbish is a problem. And especially when you live in bamboo huts, if someone's burning something at night, trying to get away with it, the smoke can come into the bamboo hut, and it's never nice. That happens only once or twice a year. But it's not nice, and then we have to kind of move and take the kids to another place. And it is a big cause of migration here of many expats that live here, that live in the north. They'll migrate to the south during the Burnie season rather than stay there and suffer it. So just before we arrive at location X and I give you my 3 problems of living in Thailand, I'd just like to mention our partners PaySend. PaySend is a product that we use all the time to transfer money internationally from my UK account to my Thai account. I previously used it to send Damo money when I've been out of the country as well. It's super easy. All you have to do is put in your mobile number and the country that you're sending from, and you can make a transfer from a card or a bank account to another card or bank account. But the best part is it only costs £1 or €1.50 if you're in euros. So it's super cheap and helps us to avoid those hefty fees that we're used to and commissions with bank wire transfers. And as my gift to you from them, I have 3 zero-fee transactions. So you can go and try it out 3 times, and please do let me know how it goes for you. All you need to do is use promo code RyanMo3 and that will get you the free transactions. And let us know how it goes in the comments. There's a link in the description and a link in the pinned comments. So I hope that it saves you money and that you like it. Now, believe it or not, this dump is a temple too. There are monks living here and they have to live next to this horrible dump and all this horrible smell every day. So, not a very nice place to be. I'm sure some monks are happier to be in the other cleaner, nicer temples. But I guess they're monks, so they don't really mind. That's the whole practice, right? Detachment from desire, and detachment from the desire to not live next to a dump. So if I had to outline my 3 biggest problems with Thailand, number 1 would be the inability for people with families and marriage visas to just do work like a normal Thai without opening a company. That is my number 1. I think that it doesn't so much affect me because I've worked in the kingdom for many years and I've had businesses here, but there are a lot of Farang out there that have children that they need to support, that have families that they need to support, and that they're on marriage visas and they're not allowed to work. And I think that the law should be changed to make it easier for people with children and families to live within the kingdom nice and easy, to be able to work and provide for the families. That's my number 1. Number 2 is the burning and the waste. Plastics and burning, I've grouped these 2 together. Of course, this is a problem everywhere, especially in Southeast Asia, and there are problems with every country. I love this country. I don't have many problems with it at all. If I was to do a list of the things that I love about the country in comparison to the problems, well, the problems would be 3, and what I love about the country is like 100. So, yeah, the burning, the rubbish, the waste, that's the other issue. And number 3 is grumpy expats. That's my other peeve about Thailand, is it's full of grumpy expats. Isn't Thailand, it's Thailand.
Get out the way! Get out the way!
So I'm not sure why they're so grumpy. Like, it's such a wonderful place to be as an expat, but it's almost like expats, some of them, and it is a small percentage, they come and live here just to moan about how bad it is. You know, if you don't like it, do one to another country that you're going to have some happiness in. Just don't bring your misery here. And I obviously deal with quite a lot of it being a Thailand vlogger. I meet a lot of grumpy expats in the comments. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like the country and all you got bad things to say about it, and you want to complain about how bad it is and how bad Thai people are and all this stuff, which I hear a lot on the forums and in my comment section, yeah, do one. So I also don't want to give the wrong impression here. Thailand, in comparison to other Southeast Asian countries, and I was just recently in Indonesia, is actually very clean. It's much cleaner than some of the other surrounding countries. I find it very clean. I'm just kind of showing the dump here and the issue that we have on the farm in rural Thailand with plastics. But generally, like the streets of Thailand, they're actually kept very, very clean. It's a very clean place, and not the cleanest of all Southeast Asian countries. I would say that probably Singapore, which is very, very clean, immaculate. But Thailand is still very clean. I think there is an issue with the plastics, but in comparison to other Southeast Asia countries, it's not that bad. And I also don't want to end this vlog without going over some things that I love about Thailand, because actually I love this country. I wouldn't vlog about it if I didn't love it deeply, and I wouldn't have spent 14 years here if I didn't love it deeply. And here you've got to look at the Thai culture, the Thai people, the lovely, wonderful Thai people, the Thai food, healthy, delicious food, how cheap it is to live here, the nature, the beaches. Thailand really just has everything. And I've lived in other Southeast Asian countries. I spent some time in Laos, obviously some time in Bali, some time in Cambodia as well. Thailand just has something. It's the je ne sais quoi. It's just a special all-round place. There's just no other place like it for me. I almost felt like it was my destiny to be here, and I want to live here for the rest of my life, and I expect to live here for the rest of my life. Thailand has given so much to me, and I hope that I can give back to Thailand through what I do on the vlogs. I hope it inspires other people to come and visit this country, and if you're lucky enough to come and live here. Actually, the monk area is quite nice smelling. There's no smell coming here, and I think it's all of the trees and the plants that they planted all around. It's actually a very beautiful little oasis here. They got the little house set up and loads of plants. They look after the area. It's actually quite a beautiful place to be, very peaceful and restful. So, just got this box, and Damo read here in Thai. What does it say?
ไข่เชื้อระวังแตก The eggs be careful.
These are eggs, be careful. These are eggs, Tis. Yeah. And these are actually turkey eggs. Yeah, because Daddy wants to have some turkeys.
ยืนตรงนี้ลูก
Oh. What do you think's inside this? Is it a dinosaur egg?
Baby take up it.
Oh, look.
Oh, I think it's a turkey egg.
It's
แตกเปล่า
turkey egg. What does that say? Farm.
Wood farm Wood farm the name of the farm Wood farm
So it feels cold. I don't know how long they can be without heat. But we'll put them in the incubator. Thank you. So we got 3 eggs for 345 baht.
100 each
Yeah, and these are near term, so it shouldn't be longer than maybe 7 days until we get the hatchlings. So 7 days to 2 weeks, any time between there. So
done
turkeys. Stop for a quick noodle, babe.
ก๋วยเตี๋ยวเรือโบกนูโด
Noodle. Lovely. Delicious. That's how you know you're in Thailand, guys. You get a delicious cheap noodle for 40 baht. Absolutely divine, really hits the spot. Sorry to say, I don't want to keep comparing, but Bali, everything's so damn expensive, you know. 40 baht, cheap noodle. We're back in Thailand, back in the land of smiles. So I've just finished, and that was a lot of rubbish to pick up, take the gloves off, and time to relax, because this is my favourite time of day on the farm. As you can hear there in the background, the insects and the frogs all making those noises. Lovely. And so I also wanted to test out this camera in the night time and just see how it performs. I can see like the gimbal's losing tracking a little bit as I move, but I'm definitely, it's a big improvement on my old camera. Many people ask me to film at night time on the farm or in the evening, and you would note from my vlogs that usually they're in the daytime. That's because the camera has never been good enough to film in the night time. So I'm hoping that this camera is really going to help bring some nighttime content into the vlog. So with the farm, we really do have a lot to do, loads and loads of projects. In the next few days, the ceiling's going to be going in with the insulation. Usually for the house, the insulation should go on before the tiles. We've not done that, so we're going to be retrofitting that. And then the gypsum board, which is also a heat-proof gypsum board. And then we've got the windows to put in, we've got all the tiles we've got to fit. But I think we should be able to be finished in the next 4 weeks. And that'll be ready for family visiting. We got family visiting for Christmas. So in 4 weeks time, I think we're going to be good to go. The cottage is going to be finished. And then it'll be on to the pig houses, the chicken houses, a new rabbit enclosure. And then the farm should be in a more functional state, ready for the weather to change and for us to start planting the vegetables and getting more self-sustainable, which is our big challenge. How much food can we produce? What percentage of our food can we produce here on the farm? We hope it's a lot more than in previous iterations of this vlog. I'm sure it will be, because this time it's for real and we really need to do it. So we're going to be showing you all that along the way. And then also I want to give a true reflection of rural Thai life, you know. I don't want to glorify it or glamorize it, because it is wonderful just as it is, in my opinion. So these vlogs are just going to be giving you more insight what it is like to live in rural Thailand. And on that note, I've just heard a story recently from our local village. One of the local girls here was attacked by another girl. She was hit in the face for no reason. I think it was over some kind of boyfriend dispute, some jealousy. And woe betide, you get involved in that kind of thing here in Thailand. You don't want to mess with a jealous Thai lady. However, these were kind of teenagers, and apparently the girl had done actually nothing to do with her boyfriend. It had nothing to do with it. But this girl came around with her friends and attacked her and hit her in the face and stuff. And what I found out today is that these things aren't resolved in a normal court. Like we would go to a local court, you'd use kind of the national system. There's a kind of sub-court in rural Thailand, and there's like a head of the village, and it's like a little village court where you don't have to go through the actual law. And this girl went to the head of the village, and the head of the village arbitrated the matter, and he got the girl 10,000 baht compensation for being attacked. So here in rural Thailand, they deal with things locally, which is also news to me. I never knew this before I heard about this case. So you've got like your little local village court, and you've got your national courts and whatnot. So it's probably a good way to do it, because then they're not going to have a criminal record, which is going to affect them for the rest of their life. And it seems this girl had paid the money as well, paid the 10,000 baht. So obviously it works. It's interesting what you hear about the little village politics around here. I'm just the Farang, so I don't know. And like I've said before, once Farang, always Farang. It doesn't matter. I mean, I speak Thai, but you'll always be Farang in Thailand, and that's just the way it is.